What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back with another predicted lineup video. I got Slav next to me in the hot seat. Welcome back, Slav.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Happy?
Good to be back.
You happy? You confident?
I'm happy, but I'm not confident.
Yeah, fair enough.
Big
game.
Happy.
It's a big game tomorrow.
No, massive game now.
FA Cup under the lights to get into the quarterfinals. Obviously, Norwich, the bottom team in the Premier League, but they haven't been playing like that, have they?
All season, they've played great football. They just ship a lot of goals. They don't score enough.
Beat Leicester last week.
Yeah, good result. They've got good players.
They do have good players.
I think they'll fancy themselves coming here tomorrow.
I think most teams fancy themselves coming to our place at the moment.
I'm not sure. There's not a team in the world that probably wouldn't want to play us, but I think they'll come with confidence. They'll play football. We saw that in the league a few weeks ago when they came to us, and we scraped through with a couple of strange goals. But they'll be well up for this.
Let's get into the team news. Obviously, we've got 4 injuries, 2 returning actually. We've got Kane, Sissoko, Lloris and Son out, with Sessegnon and Lamela coming back. What do you reckon?
Well, like Lamela doesn't train, sort of Ledley King-esque in the way that he just sort of plays whenever he feels he can play. Sessegnon's been out for a few weeks. I don't know if I'm really excited. I mean, I know he's only young, but he doesn't light up the pitch when he plays.
For me, he just lacks confidence.
Yeah, looks like someone low on confidence. Doesn't use his attributes that he's got. He's got a lot of pace. He's good with the ball, good at driving at defenders. He doesn't do it.
That was his forte when at Fulham, especially in the Championship. You know, picking up the ball on the left-hand side, tugging the touchline, cutting inside, and getting a goal.
Late runs
as well into the box and behind. But he's just not doing that at Tottenham. And I can't see that he's where his defensive game is as well. So I consider him more of a left winger than a left back, to be honest.
Yeah, at the moment, definitely. But look, he is only 19 years old. And
yeah, you've got to give the guy time.
Spent a lot of money on him as well.
Yeah,
I think it was £30 million on him. So give him time, but he does need to hit the gym.
I mean, I back him to become a starter for us in the future, but I just in the short term I can't see it. That's the point.
I don't see him. I don't see it as if we need a goal and we bring him on. I don't see that as. I wouldn't be thinking, okay, let's get Sessegnon on. He'll get us a goal.
But let's get into the lineup. We're going to go for 4-3-3.
Yep.
Obviously in goal, since Hugo's out, we're going to go for Gazzaniga. Played on the weekend, didn't make one save. But look, I think Gazzaniga is a good keeper. So
he is a good number 2 to have. During the 3 months that Lloris was out, I think he, on the whole, did a good job. There were games where he actually kept us in it.
Yeah,
obviously
definitely.
saved a couple of penalties as well.
Well, there was talk when Lloris was out injured that he could be our number 1 now, and a lot of people were saying Lloris has dropped a lot. But I think since Lloris has been back, he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League.
Yeah, and also I don't think Paolo is good enough to become our number 1. Like you said, didn't make a save on Sunday. I don't think he could have stopped. I think the 3 goals they did score.
Maybe the second one, but the first and the last one.
The tap in.
Yeah.
Because
the ball comes across the face of the goal. He should really be getting that out.
Yeah, I mean, but I think you just got to blame the defence. Some of the defending was seriously pathetic on Sunday.
Yeah. Let's move on to the defence. Right back.
Serge Aurier, the only right back at the club.
Yeah, we say this every single predicted lineup.
Yep.
Left back.
Ben Davies, known for his adventurous runs forward.
That's the thing with Ben Davies. I think that his defensive game on the weekend was actually all right, but he was let down by not going forward and not pushing on, because when we got 5 at the back, that's what we heavily rely on.
His first thought when he gets the ball is, okay, just keep it. I'll go backwards if I have to. It doesn't just take a. I don't know. He's also very slow.
Yeah.
It's not his fault, but he is very, very slow, and it's just not. I think he honestly is better suited as a centre back. Maybe the left side of a back 3. Centre backs, what are we going for? Toby Jan.
Yeah.
I mean, neither of them played on Sunday, which means they'll be fresh for tomorrow's game. Hopefully, they'll have a good game against Norwich. The thing with Toby and Jan, Toby in the last 2 games he's played, he's cost us 4 goals.
Yeah.
And Jan, I love Jan. His legs have gone.
Yeah, everyone knows what's going on with Jan at the moment.
It's like it's like having a really old dog that you love, and he just can't sprint around the garden anymore.
Yeah, but which way do you want to look at it? Because Tanganga cost us 2, potentially 3 goals on the weekend. Dyer, same. Davinson Sanchez probably been our best centre back in the last month.
I think this is a game perfect for Toby and Jan to keep a clean sheet and to get a bit of confidence back. I think Jan obviously lacks his pace, but I think this is the perfect game. A Wednesday night cup game against the lower Premier League opposition is the perfect opportunity to stay solid, keep your discipline, and just keep a clean sheet and get the job done. Aurier and Davies aren't the most reliable of fullbacks. And I think when you have when we had Carl Walker and Danny Rose, who had a lot of pace, Toby and Jan weren't exposed. They could rely on their fullbacks to help them out. Whereas on this side, if you've got Toby on the right side at centre back, he knows that Serge Aurier isn't going to be there to help him out to cover for him half the time. And with Ben Davies and Jan, they're both as slow as each other.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely right there. So the left-hand side of defence, we're going to have to worry there if they've got any pacey players on there.
Yeah.
On the right side of the attack.
Actually, I think their pacey Ono Hernandez is out for the season.
That's all right then.
So obviously Max Aarons though.
Max Aarons down the right-hand side. Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's our back four, but I just think this is the
because they've got
game.
Max Aarons attacking, wouldn't you put Tanganga left back maybe for a bit of pace?
Yeah, maybe. I just think that you need a left. I don't like having right-footed players at left back or left-footed players at right back.
Yeah.
Just a personal thing for me. I think.
But when you're so short like we are, then maybe he can just get in there and do a job.
Yeah, I just think I just think when you're going forward, I think it's great. It's fine when you're defending, but when you're going forward, I think it slows an attack down because you've got to cut back in on your stronger foot.
Yeah. Shall we move on to the midfield?
Yeah.
The midfield. Who are we going in like the defensive role? There's only one guy in there, isn't there?
Harry Winks.
Winksy captained the side for the first time on the weekend.
Other players let him down on Sunday. Although I do think that he wasn't great himself.
The thing is with Harry Winksy, I feel for him a bit because he's putting in high energy performances, putting in some great challenges, but he's the only one in there doing that.
Yeah,
there's no one else tracking back.
I feel like he tries too hard, and then he's got no one to help him.
But he's all on his own there in the middle, pretty much.
We are crying out for a defensive midfielder.
Big time.
Big rock.
Yeah, 100%. But we're going to go for Winks in that position.
He will probably be captain as well, or maybe Jan.
It'll be Jan probably. And then the other two players in midfield is going to be Ndombele and Giovanni Lo Celso. What is going on with Ndombele? Why can't we get him fit? It's mental, isn't it?
I have no response, no words, because with Ndombele, he's got all the ability in the world.
He does.
Just like Pogba.
Yeah.
All the ability in the world. He's got the making of a superstar and to be a wonderful midfielder. He's got the makings to be the best central midfielder on the planet.
It's such a shame. But anyway, the middle three, we're going to go for Winks, Ndombele and Gio.
Gio, I love. Can't say a bad word about Gio.
Literally, he's
the one thing on Sunday.
Is he going to get our player of the season?
Honestly, the only thing I'll say about Gio on Sunday is that I just think he kept it simple and kept it moving, and kept them driving forward, kept us going. But at times it felt like he was trying a bit too hard to find that killer ball, if that makes sense. Trying to sort of make it too obvious to thread that ball through the back four instead of just picking the ball up and shooting.
Yeah,
I think we're trying to walk it in a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we need to get the ball on the edge and just have a crack. You know what I mean?
Just test the goalkeeper.
Let's move to the forward line. Obviously, on the left, we're going to go for Stevie B.
I love Stephen Bergwijn.
Would you? Yeah, I know you love him, and he's done great so far since he's come in.
He's so cute.
But I feel that Stevie has gone missing in a few games recently.
Yeah, I thought he did really. It's difficult. He's been asked to come into a team and sort of do it. It's sort of said, right, we've signed you. We've got no striker, and our other best player is injured. Can you do it all for us, please? They can't.
Yeah, I feel for them because it's also there's no real link up from the midfield to the attack. I know in the first half on the weekend we looked good and there was some sort of link up, but then in the second half, the Chelsea game, the Leipzig game, we just couldn't create a chance really.
Yeah, I mean I'm happy that he managed to get himself a goal on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I thought he actually played really well for the majority of the game on Sunday.
I thought first half he played well, but then he sort of tired second half.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's got no support either.
Yeah,
it's tough, but I do think he's a good signing, and I do think he'll be really once we get the big boys back. I think he can really thrive in this team.
Lucas on the right.
Yeah, he was alright on the weekend. His first touches,
I
don't understand it. Sometimes when he brings the ball like that down out the sky, his first touch is immense.
Yeah,
and when he gets the ball to feet, he decides his first touch is a pass.
I don't agree with him that he was all right on the weekend because
he was all right.
It's the same performance every week from Lucas. Runs so much energy. Chasing down every ball, trying to win every ball. But what does he do with the ball? He picks the ball up and doesn't do anything with it. The guy Lucas Moura, with his pace, he needs to be running in behind, and he just doesn't do that. He's got like a fear of running in behind. He likes to pick up the ball to feet and beat men, but every time he gets the ball, he's crowded out. So he needs to start.
It's like when you play. It's like when you're playing football with your mates, and there's always that one guy who likes to just take everyone on.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he'll beat 2 or 3 and then lose it, and then everyone just goes, "Oh."
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. The guy needs to start adding some quality to his game because I think that.
I just wonder what they do after in between each game. Do they not look at videos and go, "You need to do this, you need to do that"? You've got. Do they not? I don't understand.
But I felt on the weekend in the first half we really did change our game.
Yeah, the football match is 90 minutes.
Yeah,
So.
and then obviously up front, hopefully in the false nine position was Delhi.
Great.
I actually thought Delhi was good in the first half on the weekend. I felt that he did miss the sitter with the header, but look.
The thing with Delhi is I get that he's not playing in in the position he wants to play, and I get that he's missing the likes of Kane and Son to sort of play off. But he's also, if you want to be the best, you've got to step up when the best aren't around.
100%. But you got to take into account he's still a young player, he's still learning his game.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time, so you don't actually realise how young he is. You actually think he's older than he is.
But I know he's only 23. He just needs to. I don't understand. All I want Delhi to do is to pick up the ball and just keep it moving. Why have you got to take 7 extra touches and wait and do them, and then do a really weird pass, like a really pointless pass? Pick the ball up, spread it, shoot from 25 yards. I don't understand.
But the thing is with Ali and the rest of our attacking players at the moment, you've got Bergwijn, Lucas and Ali. Bergwijn and Lucas are not really suited to that role. Ali is the only player that can play at the moment.
Yeah. And also Troy Parrott yesterday scoring within 8 minutes of being in the under-23s.
Yeah.
Why is he... He's not ready. What do you need him to do to be ready? So we went on holiday with a few of his
I think there's
of his mates.
There's stuff going on there that we don't know about. There's attitude problems. Yeah. There's that kind of stuff. So I kind of trust Mourinho in this. I don't want to. You don't want to kind of fast track Parrott to the first team just because we've got injuries. It's just not.
But what I will say is, if you are going to put him on the bench and bring him off like he did on Sunday, what's the point in the 89th minute?
Yeah, that I don't see the point. Apparently, Maurizio Pochettino had a blinder last night.
Yeah,
as
well. Maybe we can bring his dad back as well.
Nice little tribute to his dad on his birthday yesterday. But anyway, let me run through that team one more time with you. That's Gazzaniga in goal, Aurier right back, Davis left back, Jan and Toby in the defence, Winks, Ndombele and Giovanni Lo Celso in that middle three, with Bergwijn, Delhi and Lucas up front. What scoreline are you going for?
I don't see us keeping a clean sheet, unfortunately, so I'm going to go with 2-1 to Tottenham, or 3-1.
Yeah, I was going to go for 3-1.
I think we'll...
Who do you think is going to get the goals?
I think they'll equal. We'll go 2-0 up, 2-1, and then we'll kill it off at the end.
I'll take that.
Who's going to score? Stevie B. I think the front three will score.
What, one each?
Yeah. But it's a massive game. We've had 3 defeats in a row. We've got a massive run of games coming up. We've got a tough trip on Saturday to Burnley. Then we've got to go to Leipzig. Then we've got United and West Ham.
Yeah.
So we've got some really big, tough games coming up. And this is a must-win game to sort of build the momentum, start getting the confidence back. Obviously, we've got players to come back. This is where it all needs to start. We cannot afford to lose tomorrow. Obviously, we want to win a cup.
100%. Look, the games are coming thick and fast. Like you said, all those teams that we've got coming up are all on form as well.
One thing also, the majority of the teams around us are winning now. Obviously, Wolves beat us. Sheffield United are winning. Arsenal look better than they were. Chelsea aren't. Well, they beat us.
They're still 4.
Who am I missing? Man United look quite good with Bruno Fernandes. So we need to start. We sort of really need to back up our ideas.
All right. Well, that's our lineup. Let me know in the comment section below what you think the lineup's going to be.
We're going to win the cup.
What the score's going to be. And as always,
come on, you Spurs.